We're back. As you run back to Trollskull Alley, this happened about 10 minutes away. It was basically they have set up the ambush quite near to where you live, and the Griffon cavalry is kind of like flying over as the city watch arrives into the area. So you're all staying there except for Silas that left, right? Right. And they immediately go. They immediately start shouting to stay put as they approach with crossbows from essentially all three different places. There's a put your weapon down! Put your weapon down!
I don't have any weapons.
Oh, here they come.
Neither do I.
Are you back out here with us now?
Takes an action to get rid of your sword. You just
Yeah.
like, neither do I.
Nah, it's got rid of
Put your weapon down.
Shit in her.
What the fuck is up with those panthers? Kill the panthers!
No, they're enclave, they're protected.
Okay. I mean, when you show the Emerald Enclave symbol, they relax about the panthers because they figure now, okay, well, you know, it's not the first time we have to deal with druids and the Enclave.
Oi, Patch, are you friends with this?
Nope. But everything's calm now, so you can all assess the situation.
I mean, your area, by the way, would know that Griffin Cavalry is army, it's not police. So the city watches. One looks at you. Let's see. Let's roll some fate dice here. See if. Looks at you. Oh, condecorated vet. What happened here?
Oh, we were ambushed. And now they're dead.
Ambushed. Who? Like
Oh, I don't really know who they
all
are.
of you.
You seem to know them. I'm looking at Kath.
They're a bunch of mercenaries by the looks of it.
Why would they ambush you? What's the deal here? We need to understand what happened here.
Well, let's just say we had some beef in the past with one of them. I
Some
guess
beef?
I guess they just wanted to get back at us. There was a...
Both Guardian mercenary here, boss, and one the what appears to be the lieutenant, kind of looks standard mercenary. There's one over there has been mauled to death as well. Well, do you vouch for these people?
I'm one of them.
Can you get rid of the panthers?
I can take them away. I'll take them. Yeah, we're leaving the area.
I mean, you obviously brought them here magically. Can you just make them disappear? It's not normal for Waterdeep to have 8 panthers walking around.
What about if I disguise them as dogs?
No, get rid of the panthers. Now. We can't have them walk around the streets.
No, they've got to do their job.
No, we just got attacked, and they are here as our protection. They're our spirit protectors. We need them to protect us from people. I mean, there's people randomly throwing fireballs off roofs at us. You weren't here to protect us.
You can't argue with them. They're just a big rule book.
Look, I don't want to fill the paperwork for. I let a druid with 8 panthers just leave the scene.
I don't want to fill the paperwork in for having to explain why I didn't have panther protection when I was supposed to have panther protection, because the Griffin Cavalry, who weren't doing their job in the first place to protect us from.
Oh, we're not Griffin Cavalry. Griffin are up there.
Who are these guys?
Just City Watch.
I just City Watch. Oh well, you're all right. You know, because we're with. Oh shit, it's gone. Look, there was a few of your boys helped us out with a mission you might have heard of recently. There were some flying snakes we took care of.
What?
And we're working together with the City Watch. The Panthers are part of the Panther protection.
Make a precision check with disadvantage.
To protect
Panther protection.
scheme.
10. Look, if you need protection, just keep one. Not fuck. These are wild animals.
4,
True.
6.
Look, we are gonna capture them if you don't get rid of them.
They don't like being captured.
Are you threatening us?
I'm
Come
not
on, get it. We got more important things to do. Just keep the 2.
3.
Your methods of
Fine,
interest.
3.
Alright.
Can you do that?
Yeah, can you dismiss them at
Can
will?
I? Can I?
I don't know.
I don't think.
I mean, the city watch doesn't know.
If not, then I'll be like, oh no, they won't go. I'll be like, go away.
It's considered pain, disappears when the spell ends. Some creatures friends you.
So they can just kill them.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, maybe we get to keep that.
They're like, what are you doing? We made me do this.
This is on you.
This is what you wanted, you sick bastard. I thought you were in bed at night tonight.
No, because
you can't sleep.
It's until the spell ends. You need to dismiss the spell.
Right,
as a whole.
I can't actually do that. It doesn't work, unfortunately. You have to keep all 8 or none. And we need the
90 days then.
We need the plan for protection.
No, 90 days then. Look, the Griffin cavalry are now like watching over the area.
Well, you have to come with us. If we're Panthers, we'll come and escort us yourselves. Are you going to come and
Where are
escort
you
us?
going?
We're going down to the Yawning Portal. Outside of town.
Looks at another of the teams there. That one of them shrugs. There is like quite the veteran woman there leading one of the other patrols. Sure, I'll escort them. So you will get an escort of 1 lieutenant and 4 city watch.
Alright, cool. Let's do this then. Poof.
Okay. All the panthers disappear.
Goodbye, Panther.
And you get the escort that you want to the unit portal. You run back to the thing. You bought your
Bought the scrolls.
yeah.
I'll,
And
just,
then
I'll know they're heading towards the Yawning Portal, so I'll just head that way.
you're gonna head to the unit portal. Okay. So along with your escort of City Watch now, replacing the Panther protection team, you make your way to the unit portal, and maybe not long after, like maybe 10 minutes later, or whatever.
I'll
15.
probably beat them there, because I'll be doing the we're only right by the house and I'll be running.
Okay, so you're doing bonus action dash. Okay, so by the time you get to the unit portal, Silas is there, but he's sweating like.
Throwing up by the door.
I've been here for hours.
Oh,
It's just
right,
breathing heavily.
Did you walk in, did you?
Maybe I am, actually. I thought you'd be here by now. I thought we were scattering.
We have to get an escort. Thank you for your help.
They leave and say, stay out of trouble. And no more panthers, please.
With the Panther protection. Yeah.
What did we get out of the knives? Do they have any interest in?
Pull the staff. One from your friend. I don't know its worth.
Well, I was just thinking if you wanted to go to the Watchful Order.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to go on the way. But I forgot.
Well, I mean, if these items might be worth something, if maybe they're magical.
That's the extra 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do I want to quickly go to the Watchful Order? Actually, where is the Watchful Order? Is that the place near
Yeah,
the...
it's in a trade ward.
Trade Wards, okay. Can we just quickly stop there on the way to the Yawning Portal?
The guards.
West Station.
We'll go back to the...
No, you went to. I mean,
Okay.
they were.
Fuck it.
Well,
This is where we can do it later.
Okay, we'll do it later.
It's fine.
Yeah, let's go and get some dinner. I'm hungry.
What time is it?
I mean, at this point, it would be a bit past noon, maybe like
That's
1 or
really
2.
That green guy,
Hey, run away.
is he gonna accept defeat or is he gonna come back?
We've met him before.
Yeah.
Well,
Last time.
Do we need to go and
have you got any means of tracking him?
you know where to find him?
I think he might be with the castle. He might just go back to the castle hunters now.
Is that something we need to prioritise or?
Yeah, we've got more bigger fish to fry.
Glad you warned us about their ambush, but I mean, we did absolutely nothing to prevent it.
I did warn you.
Well, yeah, but
You should have been ready. You should have your swords out.
Yeah, I noticed you had yours ready.
I had a plan in mind, involving my.
Also, bad news.
Pull out the rat.
Rat is dead, unfortunately. I'll have to go and bury him later.
Really?
He
Can you just like do your
He
magic
told-
and just like revive it?
told me a little
Slap it
bit
up.
about where well, he told us like roughly where the place was.
And we're gonna trust on your memory.
Yeah, he told us like roughly between like certain parts of the.
Yeah, but no, it would be impossible for you to know. He says the Santa Guild is between the Trace World and the Dog World. There's a massive area.
All right, we got it then. Somewhere between the.
Right, well that might be tricky. Maybe I can go and get another rat.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna. You had that for what? 4 hours maybe, and you.
Maybe we had 2 hours.
cooked it. I'm sure they're gonna trust you with the second one. What's the warranty on this? Sorry, it was dead when I bought
Wait,
it.
how much gold have we got?
I spent it all.
Is it possible to get a more robust navigator?
More robust rat.
If I keep him in like a lead box, then he's protected.
I'm not sure you can keep a live animal in a lead box. I mean, I
No,
don't know
yeah,
much
no,
about
it's
it.
hypothetical, obviously.
It's
Okay.
genius, but they are a bit vulnerable.
Bonnie!
Well, she's not gonna have one, is she?
No, but she might.
She might have a cooked one. For...
No, I don't think that's not very nice. She's just died. Can we have some lunch, please?
Yeah, they will bring you some lunch for 2 copper pieces a head.
This one's on you, isn't it, Pat? Introductory meal.
Yeah, that's our rite of passage here.
Jagra also
I don't mind.
wants food.
Well, she
it's
can pay.
6 of you.
Isn't Davil behind the bar?
Hmm?
Is Davil behind the
Davil.
bar?
Davil.
What's he doing there?
Times have changed.
He's going through some rough times. I had to get some work.
Doesn't he work here or?
Durnan.
Davin.
This one's on.
Durnan.
Durnham.
Durnham. Sorry.
Davil's like the
That
leader
was
of
the
the.
centre of
Yeah, center.
What was it? 2 per person?
Yeah, so it's 12 copper pieces.
copper, not gold.
How much gold do you have? Where did you?
I just put a standard 200 on my thing.
That's
But
not
you
standard.
didn't
That's
change
not
it.
standard.
But I said go through my inventory, just check, because I didn't have
Nice. Yeah.
No, you
That'll
have
have
It's
that.
on my it's on my character sheet.
Yeah,
can't
you-
change it
you
now.
will
Oh,
have-
one of those. And one of those.
I've got knowledge money, we're good.
You will have 20 dragons at most.
What?
But it's fun.
No,
It's
no,
copper
way more than
pieces.
that.
We had a bag of holding on the last campaign. I'm sure I have one.
Ring of everything. Yes, please.
20 gold dragons. Well,
Thanks,
Oh,
you had a
that-
rope. Why don't I have a rope?
Yeah.
money doesn't mean all that.
Now that the rat's
Me.
dead,
What
what
were
other
these
ways in do we have?
Well, I can
What
go
were these ones,
in there and find a place if you want,
What do you
Oh, that's no different to all of us going in there and finding
but I
a place.
don't have to look like me. I can go in as like a rat.
Okay.
Well, we got some options.
What other options we have here?
Do I have a contact?
You do.
Oh yeah, we got your friend. Yeah. What's the name? The beard. Dwarf.
Thorvin Twinbeard.
Is that 10?
His contact's basically the same as mine.
Square.
No, that's 2
Also,
gold.
2.
Matt said he could help us if we needed it.
We can. What we could do is we could strong arm. We could strong arm a tiefling I know to get us down into the gladiatorial games, and then we can kind of, from there at least we might have. Maybe they give out passes or something. Some vindicate our entry as I believe you once said.
So which one of us is going to be the gladiator?
That guy over there.
Isn't he a bit too recognisable as like Griffin?
Well, we'll just say he managed to get the armor from like the
Smart.
guard Griffin.
Or we just say he's a crooked griffin rider that likes to gamble on the side. They're not gonna care.
Actually, we could say that exactly he owes us a hell of a lot of money, and he's gonna pay it off.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's what a gladiator typically looks like.
Hmm?
I think they're
Armor,
coming all.
weapons.
All shapes and sizes, really.
What's all this?
That's Niall's money gone. So just the 20, yeah?
That's an expensive meal,
Use one
Jesus.
coin. You gotta break change anytime you want to sell.
Which is now when you buy all our food.
Yeah. You need to pay for food.
I don't like the noise of the
That's
rattle.
12 coppers, please. You got change for 12.
Well, let's just say that I had those coppers, and now I've got just 20 now. There's too much nerfing going on here, Lucas.
I mean,
Too much nothing. All the money I decided I had.
we didn't steal any money from the barbarian or the other guy. We can assume that they had enough copper
They
pieces
had,
to pay for
the
lunch.
barbarian had 12 gold pieces.
Fantastic.
So I got a spyglass worth 1,000.
What?
I assumed it was okay.
You didn't say no.
The standard spike.
I really.
Well, I put it on my inventory, but he was meant to check it. Wow. Say yes or no.
Yeah, you guys for a month.
I just put all the stuff I thought I might have.
Everything like that.
Yeah, I want a griffin.
Also,
Spain.
my flying ship is docked.
There's that antimatter gun on it as well. It's like one of
I've
them.
also still got my exotic saddle somewhere.
So if you don't, I can go feel that out if you want, and
What?
see if we
Okay.
can. I can get some pass.
That's a good one. Do we have any other ones?
In the meantime, I guess you can contact Matt if able.
If you think we'll use this.
Well, yeah, it's good to have backups, I suppose.
Well, he's always there as backup. I just don't want to bother him if we're not going to.
Well, it'll take us a few minutes, maybe an hour to see this, and if that doesn't pan out, then we'll go to Matt. How's that sound?
Sounds fine. Are we sticking together with this, or?
I think less is probably better, just to, less chance for things to go wrong. If myself, Keth, and I guess we're gonna have to show the merchandise, go whilst you either formulate a different plan or head to Mertz now if you want. It's up to you. Or keep your head down and eat, and we can come.
I'd prefer to wait here if that's alright.
It's entirely up to you. You just, bury your rat.
You can go. Why don't you? You could go to the Tower of the Mage.
I'm going to the Watchful Order.
Just check out those items we found.
Makes sense.
Is it late yet?
No,
Yeah,
it's-
it's at 1 o'clock.
No, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it would be. I mean, unless you want to
Still
wait.
light. No, I just wanted to know if it's light or dark outside. So this
Yeah, yeah.
That's the short lunch.
Yeah, let's have a short lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, short lunch.
You can definitely have a short lunch.
Ooh, that's a great roll.
Also quickly swap over my.
So you have your con, right?
Yes.
Let's put it into. Yeah, I'm healed. All right, spend 2 hit die.
So you're gonna. No, you get them back because you.
Yeah.
Get 2 back then.
All right, let's head out.
So, are you happy with that plan?
I'm happy with whatever you give me.
Right, well, we're going to put you up as a gladiator in a fight, saying that you owe us a lot of coin. And, just act desperate.
Probably best if you don't say too much. Actually,
It's fine with me.
you owe us a hell of a lot of money. You're planning to repay it by
I'll
putting your
bow my head
life.
in shame.
You got any vices?
Vices.
Yeah, natural vices that we can play on. You drink a lot?
I mean,
You a gambling man?
I'm pretty good.
I can't sell that.
He's scared of fire.
He's addicted to arson.
That's fine. He lost a lot of money to 3 Dragon Ante,
Yeah.
and as he paid off, you basically swindled. Like, yeah.
Alright, that should work. We'll see if we can get a...
So you're gonna lead the group to Kel Trigo.
It's just the 3 of us.
Oh, just the 3 of you. Oh, sorry. And
So I guess I'm going to go to the Watchful Order and get them to have a look at this staff. Sneaking around the city, being super careful of ambushes.
sure.
Yeah, I'll. So where are you going?
I'm going to the Watchful Order. So
Okay, I'll come with you. But I'm going to turn into a cat and go on the rooftops to keep an eye.
Okay.
I'll follow the cat.
Okay.
That's right.
Make a stealth check, and no, it's a cat. They're not gonna be
14.
attracting suspicion.
14.
14. So it's not. It's like a general like how do I blend with the normal movement of the city check.
We know that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yagra, what do you do with Yagra? Do you
She,
tell her to
she
stay
can-
at the
she can-
portal?
is
She can join them
Davil,
if.
is Davil at the yawning portal?
No.
No.
Is he not hanging out there anymore?
Well, no, right now at least.
I will tell Yagra to. I'll give her the. Oh, no, she doesn't care. She's not going to do that. I was going to say give her the evidence to give to Davil and get our money, but she's probably not going to care about that. So she can just stay at the yawning portal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, before I go, I'm going to tie my hair up in a top knot and put some like black makeup in it to make it look black in my disguise kit.
Your hair. Okay, sure.
Just
Make
sort
a disguise check.
The natural 9.
Mhm.
What am I adding? Proficiency, so 12.
His proficiency in this case would be charisma, I guess.
So 13.
Okay, so your hair looks good enough. It's not like half of it is is not properly black. Yagra is staying at the portal. You are going all the way to the Waterfall Altar, and you guys are going to Colm Triger's
Yeah.
house in the castle.
We're not necessarily gonna hide, but we're gonna be keeping an eye, obviously, this time around.
Okay,
A little
so
bit
make
careful.
so you can go not make. Essentially, if you move like being more alert to like
Yeah.
normal things, you will have like advantage on your perception check, just
Yeah.
where or in your passive perception.
Okay.
So first, you guys, let's say, because actually it's closer. So you get to the Waterfall Altar. What do you want to do? What do you accomplish here?
We'll find someone to speak to about the book.
Identify the stuff.
Identify the staff. Okay. So the staff can be identified directly by the receptionist. She looks at you. You another staff? Do you collect this?
This was given to us.
She looks at you. How are you doing with the old stuff?
It's
The
served me
death
well.
smelling one.
It served me well.
Well, this one is certainly less of a problem. This stuff itself is just a stuff, but the gem it holds at the top is a bloodstone. It's a spell gem. You can store spells in it.
Okay. Interesting.
This one, in particular, will store up to a 3rd level spell. And once you store it, you can cast it from the stone. If the spell is in your spell list, and this one, by the way, has already one stored.
What might that be?
Starts with
Not
our
that I
death.
can cast it.
There's a fireball in there.
Dangerous. Add it to you.
The only people that could cast it are Keth
And me.
Silas.
I'm not sure I can cast
He
that.
can't.
You can't cast fireball? Okay, so Silas was the only one that could use the fireball
For
there.
both reasons.
Two
I
can
get,
see.
yeah, I get it as the fiend as well.
So,
If you
Anything
see
else?
your record.
you show the book.
Yeah, this is.
She immediately goes,
We're coming to register this with.
no, you don't come to register this. Why did you steal this?
Well, this is. I need to speak.
This is Manshun's spells
I
book.
know. I need to speak to someone in charge, the higher up, about this spell book. That's why I brought it in here.
She grabs it, opens the drawer, puts it in there, closes the drawer. You will be rewarded. We know what you did, of course. The rumor has been doing the rounds, and well done. Give me a second. And she closes her eyes. After a while, like maybe 5 minutes, old Coria comes down the stairs, looking at you all.
Hello.
Hello, good to see you back here.
Thank you.
She the receptionist grabs the spellbook from the drawer and gives it to her. Well done. Pay them. Thank you for your service. And she She walks away
before
with the spell book.
you go, is there anyone here who can fix my head, please?
No. You're gonna be
It's probably worth pretty much as
you're
much
gonna
as
be
this.
paid a finder's fee of 500 dragons.
Back to the scroll shop.
Sort of mold.
The receptionist kind of like scowls at you, opens another drawer. I guess this is your lucky day.
That's probably worth more than 500 drains.
Oh yeah, it's worth a lot more.
A million drains.
Well, that Dragonborn guy's going to be annoyed. I gave you my word. Buy the book off you.
It's still in there as like a bookmark.
Yeah, it's just
Thing.
his little letter.
And they'll think, man, June was going to sell this. For this book.
Jonah.
He'll be arrested.
We know you're
Like,
illegal
"Why did you do
Okay, so and then what are you doing? Where are you going?
Oh, where do you want to go?
I'm back, I guess.
Okay, I better go back to Melanor. Actually, I should just not tell them about that because they'll feel bad. I'll get shouted at. I won't tell anyone about the rat. We'll just bury him somewhere along the way.
See a garbage bin on
Do
it.
you roll there?
We're just like,
Just find a different rat, take it back. Stop speaking.
Bro,
Are you
So I should probably go
The
back.
rat stopped working.
I should probably go. I'll go back to
Just-
the.
I kept
Yeah.
feeding him cheese like he asked, then he had a heart attack. Why is he burnt?
I don't know, fuck you.
I mean, more like cooked inside. Like inside the.
High cholesterol, high temperature.
Okay, so you're gonna go
To Melanor's.
to Melanos. Okay. So this is 300, the platinum, and this is another 200. You go to Melanos, and I'm doing this because this is an easier thing. So Melanos will be like, there are more rats like it, but
Yeah, very sorry. We got ambushed in the streets. I had panther protection, but it was too late.
she won't like it. He goes upstairs, doesn't let you go, and comes back with another albino rat. This one is
Fire resistant.
Lizzie, Elizabeth.
Hello, Lizzie.
Hey.
Do you like fire?
Right. No.
I
what
so I heard about what happened to the other rat.
That's right, yeah.
How
sorry.
am I gonna how do I
Okay.
get assurances that's not gonna happen to me?
Alright, well, you should probably not hang around with me until the time is that we're going to go do the thing.
Okay, that sounds great, and jumps off.
But you come, you come meet me. Do you know where the yawning portal is?
Yeah, of course I know.
Alright, you
I
come-
get food from there.
I explain where our room is. I'll say, come meet me there in a few hours, and I'll let you in the room, and I'll get some cheese in there. Okay?
Sure.
Alright.
Sounds great.
Right.
Okay.
If they don't have rat traps.
That's with her rat hand.
With a tail.
Yeah. And kind of like scatters away. Melana goes, these creatures are precious, please ensure
Yep.
that
Sorry, it's because of my head. I hit my head and it's like damaged or something. So, but I don't.
what's wrong with it.
Well, I fell. I think I got like a concussion basically. I fell from quite a high height the other day.
Okay. He's gonna heal you.
It was a woman.
No, Melana is a man.
Oh, yeah.
It's the lady, the falcon person.
Oh, Falcon Mirror.
Falconmere is the goddess, the semi-god. Is the other one, Lady Jalkin. Just be careful. You obviously half your your clothes are burnt and
Yeah,
have a concussion. The rat is dead.
yeah,
She liked that one.
yeah. Sorry. Also,
Don't kill Lizzie.
Also, slight other problem. The children got kidnapped by the Castellantas. The children that we were protecting in our house, and the Castellantas have taken them, and also Niall's cousin. Yeah, so they've been captured somewhere out in the forests.
In the forests.
Yeah.
I already healed you. Are you sure what you're talking about?
It was in the forest, wasn't it?
It was a countryside villa.
Oh, Countryside Villa, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, they're
Countryside
hiding
Villa.
under the tree.
They're in the Castellan's Countryside Villa out of town.
Yeah, I know what Castellantis Villa is. Everyone knows, of course. It's
Is
one
there any way, sorry, just to ask if you could, if any contact to sort of scout the area, maybe a few birds could
of- I
do
can
it for
send a crow or two, see what's going on
That
there.
would be appreciated, so we know. And the black staff has said that she would aid us a little bit as well, so hopefully we can gather some forces. And
I'll figure it out. I'll send an animal messenger.
that is most appreciated. Thank you.
Send the murder of crows.
Alright, I better go. We're going to the last piece of this puzzle tonight, hopefully. And then
Good luck with that.
the city will be a little bit safer.
Yeah.
And we'll go back to the potatoes.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And he kind of like goes back into where the semi-cult lady is.
Rat down.
Yeah. See you later. He goes, you guys make all your way to your way to the castle ward, where there's essentially this house that is used as a staging point to bring people from the surface all the way down to the gladiatorial games. From what Colonel Trigos told you that it is all organized in a very strict fashion, and people are blindfolded, and so they don't know how to get there. You arrive at this house. There is a small front yard where you had to walk a certain distance to where the main door was. Well, actually, double main doors were. And there you see they are currently open, and there is a single guy smoking from a pipe outside, a dwarf. And you see some movement inside, like someone walking from one end, like past the door, from one side to the next. There appears to be a bit of movement and activity inside.
Just walk towards the door like we're meant to be there.
Okay. Invited by?
Looking at Kelm. Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Yeah. You go inside, and there you see like this reception area, and there is another tiefling, not the same one. That is kind of standing behind a big, like the big wooden table that was kind of like the reception of the house, and she has a parchment, ink, quill, and several stacks of papers, and she's sitting behind it. Hello. How have you? Do you have an invitation?
We've looking for Kelm. How do you be around?
Oh, Kelm. Of course. Wait a second.
Hang on, I'll just. Does Anathars, they have like a hand logo? Have they got like a woo? That's like a I give it one of those. It's like a circle with the tentacles.
Yeah. Okay, so you, basically a hand sign from you. With,
Yeah, from Thieves' Camp.
From Thieves' Cant. And as soon as you do that, she goes, sure. She walks away, opens another door that leads to another room, and after like 2 minutes, comes back with Kelm. Looks at you all. Welcome.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Hopefully this is under some more lucrative times than before, even though, you know.
Yes. I mean, as you may have guessed by the increased activity tonight, it's going to be a busy night. And who are your friends?
This is
Kath here.
Hello, Kev.
and this big meat stack. Name's unimportant, but
I mean, names are important, but
I fitted my badge, by the way.
you are army. Oh, okay. Well, you
I fitted my award shield.
you removed it. Right. You're army.
Don't let the armour fool you. This brave soldier thought that he could cheat at our table of 3 dragon ante and has come into owing us quite the sum of coin. And we thought, well, you know, either he pays it off or he provides a little bit of entertainment. And he's agreed to fight in your ring if you'll have him.
Oh, you wanna present a champion?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that weapon.
Interesting.
They call him the Dragon Slayer.
The Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, fanciful army shit if you ask me. But
Do you have another name, Dragon Slayer?
Name given to me from masters.
Oh well, very well. This is interesting. I think a lot of the people down there tonight would appreciate a champion like you seem that you could be. You fight with that, and kind of like thumbs his nose at your halberd.
Yeah.
No shields?
No.
That armor, exactly as you're standing right here.
I'm good. Where do I sign? Sorry.
Actually, let me check myself.
Where does he
Because
stand?
there are rules for entering the tournament.
oh well.
I didn't think that you would.
We didn't either.
No, well, I never would, and the rest of us are too weak.
I sure fucking didn't. I'm not gonna last long. Good job I didn't buy a mini.
You might do if Lucas doesn't nerf your weapon.
I suppose they'll get ambushed, it'll be fine.
Although little do we know, we don't need this because there's another rat apparently. They got like lines.
This one's out
So you know how the tournament, what the tournament structure is like. Each night there are 12 combatants, and they're assembled in 4 teams of 3. Of course, to keep the fight interesting, based on the expert eye of the Bloodmaster, teams are made or attempted to be made balanced, and then we have 2 fights. First, the winner of those fights fight in the final. 4 teams of 3. You, of course, can sign up as an individual champion, and then you will be placed in a team with other combatants, as our Bloodmaster sees fit. Based on your style, I would say, Polar, you probably need someone, a shield support, maybe healer, although it would be interesting to have a bunch of bruisers all together. This could open up some interesting possibilities. Please, sign your name here, and kind of grabs a parchment that is like pre-written, and it just has a place to sign your name. Your name.
I'll look to them.
You got
Go
this.
on, if you want your deck cleared, you better put your name on the paper, son. What about us? How are we compensated for providing?
You, of course, as the champion masters, are invited for free, and will have access to the VIP reception area with food and drink and a chance to meet the man himself.
The big eye presides, does he?
Oh yes, of course. He loves this.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, big fan. Big fan. Who's the Bloodmaster these days? I haven't been down in a...
Well, it's interesting. He used to be in Oscar, but he's been gone for a while.
Yeah, I heard.
He disappeared. A job went wrong.
Probably got his crossbow caught in a door or something.
Oh, you knew in Oscar.
Yeah, old friend, essentially. So
Okay.
if he pops around again, tell
So
him.
now it's A. Margos, the senator's major domo.
Do I know anything about them?
Make make a wisdom saving throw because this is from your memory actually.
Just roll a 1.
Wisdom saving throw 18.
18. Yeah.
Pass out.
No, you go a painful, like piercing pain in your head, but it passes. And you know him to be Xanatar's trusted. What is he called? Majordomo? Majordomo?
Yeah, Majordomo.
Majordomo. And
Butler.
one thing that you remember is that he wore a type. He's a dwarf, and he wore a type of helmet that had two massive minotaur horns, kind of like coming out of the forehead, and he was absolutely obsessed with minotaurs. Like he would. There were several layers and elements to his obsession, but yeah, he was fascinated with minotaurs.
Oh yeah, old
And yeah,
Minotaur mind. Nice.
yeah. I mean, he still complains. It's a bit. They need to hire for the position, but for the time being, he's doing it.
Surprised he hasn't built a labyrinth in the arena.
Well, I mean, we all know he has one in that stupid office of his. So
Yeah. Of course he does. Oh well, alright, so what time should we swing by tonight to
well, you will want to meet your the ones that will be your teammates. So I would say, why don't you be there around at least half an hour before midnight? We come here. We can take you from here.
we
Actually, it will be like an hour before midnight.
VIP, you mentioned there's two of us, but we have a few more interested parties. Is there any way we could swing some extra invitations?
I believe as part of the team, you can. I mean, you can bring 4.
Four's perfect.
So
Right.
you choose
Actually, can
because other two.
We have another friend. How much would be the extra for the 5th member? We don't want to leave her out. We're
That's
fair
it.
on her. Actually,
6.
yeah, just make it 2 more.
I'm afraid they will have to pay the standard fee, well, discounted fee because they will be part of a champions team.
Fair enough.
25 drones each as extra members of your entourage.
That sounds reasonable.
No problem.
Excellent. Well, we'll make sure he's big and angry for tonight, and
A slap in the back.
just one thing.
I'm sure angry. Nah.
Just take Cal to the side. Between you and me, you know the little bit of enhancement that goes around in these places. Is that provided by choice, or is that a mandatory consumption?
We use it for the type of people that we believe won't hold their own well. A bit of a pick me up thing can. Does your man need it?
Well, if you could get him some, but maybe we keep it on the down low, we might stand to make a little bit extra money off him if he surprises the crowd.
I'm already burnt and my joints are all tight.
He's just in the background talking.
I thought he just leaned over. He's literally speaking in front of us.
No, I took him to the side. But it's funny if you're just saying that in the background.
Yeah.
He's spoiled on his
That arm of his is a little bit, it's a bit janky.
Okay. We'll give him the good tea, pre-fight tea then.
Yeah.
I'll just keep jabbering then.
I think this arm could fall off any time. What the
Any-
fuck
any
happened to the rest of the armor?
Any day now, I think it's good just go. But me and
Sure, he's
Oh, he's a bit loopy. They say he got burned, but I think it's all part of his. Took one too many blows to the head in the force, I think.
I sure they don't use fire in these places. I'll be unfortunate.
I put a good word in with the big guy for you. We're old friends, but he'll be surprised to see me.
Very well.
Cheers, Count. You're a good egg.
Okay, I'll see you then at 1 hour before midnight. Make sure he's in top shape. We don't want drunkards, and it is a typical thing that people get too drunk before they fight. You know, they start getting the cold feet, and you know they have some liquid courage to encourage them. We don't want that. We want them in top shape to fight.
Don't worry, we'll keep a watchful eye on him.
Good. See you then tonight, champion Dragon Slayer. That seems more like a. I feel like you need a name and then Dragon Slayer.
How about 6?
6 Dragon Slayer.
Yeah.
Six the Dragon Slayer.
Oh, I don't like the number 6.
I don't know, but it's probably the kind of thing that Xanatar would like for some reason.
That will get
Sure.
his blood boiling.
Okay, 6 the Dragon Slayer.
That's an unlucky number.
Any past accomplishments? Any legendary fights?
Slaying dragons.
Just
6 the Dragon Slayer that slew the dragon. Where?
Oh, was it 6?
Icewind Dale. Once upon a time.
That was terrorizing the towns of Icewind Dale.
10 times. Yeah.
Brought specifically over these many thousands of miles to Waterdeep to fight here tonight. Yes.
it's nice and cold there until the dragon comes.
Yes.
Ruin
Yes.
everything.
Okay. Very well then. See you later tonight.
Excellent. Come on then. Let's get you in fighting shape.
You're going back to
Yawn import like
the importer, and you guys also. You meet back there. Yeah. What are you doing?
No, I think you do really well in that fight.
What's the staff called?
So I'm the
Bloodstone.
I'm the distraction.
No. It's
really
spell
know,
gem,
to be honest.
bloodstone.
Well, I mean,
We don't really
It's
have
not
to.
a staff.
I thought you guys are, good at planning.
Well, what I'm thinking. Sorry, you wanna.
I mean, once you're in, we are in there. I mean, if we manage to get you out of, if we don't even have to get you in wherever you're meant to be going before the fight starts, and we just take a detour.
I mean, I'm thinking I'm here to protect you, so if I'm not around you, I ain't protecting you. So,
Look, here's what I'm thinking.
hope I'm not no sacrificial lamb.
No. I wouldn't do that to you on your first day. What if we get you in the bloodworks, sitting with the rest of the crew. If I can make myself scarce for a few minutes, or even yourself. No, you don't know him. Dress myself up as what's his name? Amergos.
So it's written AHMAERGO.
Is that the second name?
No, that's the name. Amergo.
Okay. But if I can, I might be able to, I remember Amergos enough that I might be able to disguise myself as him to pull you out of the room for a minute. Say, oh, new boy, I want a word with you. I mean, they're all probably new, but... and then we go from there.
That sounds like a plan. What the rest do you think?
Didn't realise I was there.
Yeah,
the Yawning Portal.
we've signed old Patch here up as a gladiator in the rings. Got us all free entry down into the arena. Actually got ourselves a audience with Xanathar as well, of all things, which
Or
I'm not too keen on taking
Yeah,
up. But
I'd rather avoid that.
I also got another rat. I'm gonna go and meet. I'll keep an eye out, like generally for the rat sort of appearing. just for when she turns up. Yeah, so she can get us into the sewers. Might be worth knowing the way in there in case we need a different exit.
What if... Could they wait for us by the... We know the way to the sewers from the place. They could wait for us near that exit, so if we come out, they're ready to get us out of there. That might be worth doing.
Yeah,
Leave them safe there as a guide.
yeah, that could work.
Actually all came together.
Their
quite
way
nicely.
in, we got another different way out.
Only thing is, we need to cough up 50 dragons to get Yagra and this... What's his name? Jaskell Thorn.
Jallister, McAllister.
Jallister Silvermane.
Yeah, down into it.
Right.
But what with that money you found earlier on?
I may have spent that in
What
Good
time-
job getting Owen is flush with cash.
I've got 20. That's it.
Getting on says he's coming up.
I am rolling in the dragons.
Oh, they bought that book off you, did they?
They gave me a reward for the book.
How much?
A lot.
I mean, you have a strenuous
Probably
concept of money.
Give
So.
it away to someone because I don't really think I need all this money. But
How much
it's
you get,
counting
Arian?
it in front of you.
500 gold.
Yeah. So this is like 60.
I feel like
Not what it's worth, but
No.
fair for a reward.
That is enough for now. Is that all we need? 60.
yeah, that should do us.
Now I'll get us some lunch as well. Is it lunch or is it dinner time now?
It's actually at 50, but he always gets a cut.
Look, when you're as old as I am,
No.
So,
Your pension is fucking costing us a fortune.
I want to live well.
so what time are we leaving?
Well, we said we'll get there. Oh shit! That guy's meeting us here for 1. We said we'll get there for 11. Might have pissed this one up the wall a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, we fluffed the lines.
Is he that important? Can we do it without him?
Do we have time? He's valuable.
I don't think we all have to go there at the same time. And stuff like that. They get their own.
Well, we can
Pass.
leave. Yeah, we can leave Yagra to come collect him. Say that we leave. We tell Kelm that they're with us. They just pay their regular fee anyway, which is leave them the money, and they come and join us later.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. We can do that.
We still have time. I could go check at Larrell's estate.
Say again, sorry.
We still have time, correct?
Yeah.
I could go check at Larrell's estate to see if he's.
Yeah, by all means, if you know where you're going. You feel safe alone? I mean, you've done something with your hair at least.
Done something, yes. I mean, I was fine earlier.
Is that mud?
Just makeup.
You look as dirty as Genhorn.
What?
Saying you got an earthy
Smell.
musk to you.
Thank you. I was just checking out this gem that we found with the staff.
Right?
Well, basically, it's got a fireball saved in it. But only if you can cast a fireball, I think. I don't think you'd be able to use that right now. The only problem is that when you cast it, if you. I mean, I'll take explain this out mechanically. Essentially, if you cast it, you'd have to make a
Spell check.
spell check to be able to actually cast the fireball.
I mean,
And then give it back to me so I can store another spell in it. But I can't override the spell that's in it, essentially. So someone has to cast it first, which is really annoying.
I think I might be able to work with that if you want to.
Yeah, just make sure you get it back to me when you've
Yeah, sure.
property you on getting one.
Gonna say your pension plan is going. It's going nice and dandy.
Gem with panic button.
What's the panic button?
Stuff with bunny button. Hang on.
I was just taking the gem
Oh,
off.
we need a bot now to spy
Gems
for
come
all
off.
these fucking gems.
Well, it is set into the stuff.
Broke the end off.
There's still time
You
to die
will-
and come back.
You want to break it.
Well, it's like pointless carrying a massive staff around.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff is not magical, so you will need tools to like properly like separate it. But
Giant
if you
strength.
break it, it basically becomes a lollipop, a big lollipop with a.
That's what I'm going for. A lollipop for Silas. Here you go.
Mm.
Don't lick it, Max. What?
The other rat, no!
So I go to Leryl's estate and I'm gonna look for Jalister.
Popped in.
Okay, so
What's it called?
Spell.
once you get there, you. I mean, you notice there is like a lot of security that you find funny because you remember the stories with Mert you have here before. That Laryl didn't particularly care about having like army and watch security, but it is almost a show for the benefit of the structures of Waterdeep and that the people know that the open road is protected. And you are recognized by the house attendant, obviously. They lead you inside, and after making way for about 15 minutes, Jalister shows up. He has some kind of one second. Yes, because he will be getting ready. So he has his he has a chainmail, and he's kind of like covering it with a shirt on top of it, so it's not as obvious, and adjusting like the padding on the elbows. He looks at you. Arian, it's been a while.
It has. Pleasure to see you.
It's yeah, it's good. It's a pleasure. I never thought I'd be working with you. Mert always said that you were resourceful, but you know the old dog. He won't share his things, including people that work for him. So yes, I'm glad that we are doing this tonight. As far as I can tell, we're going down into the Big Ice lair. Do you have a plan?
So we have a group together, and myself included. We do have a plan, but unfortunately I had to come early because we've had to move things forward a little bit. I'll be leaving before 11 this evening.
Oh well, okay. Well, you know what? It's a good thing. I was getting a bit restless of waiting around here until the accorded time, and with everything that happened, and Laryl, of course. I think I'm almost itching to do some good for this city and putting things right, making things right. So why don't we, do you want to come with you now, or are we meeting at a different time and place?
Oh, we may as well leave now. Everyone else is waiting, so.
Sure thing. Let me get my stuff, and he opens like from a side door, kind of like an armory room there. Gets the long sword, dagger, like leather boots. Kind of, you realize he's preparing for a proper excursion down into the seas. Do you have a way of entry? Have you solved everything, all the logistics?
We have a number. We also have an exit. Which ones we use at what time is still yet to be determined, but
I always enjoy some of the improvisation that I was usually forced into, compared to my days following that crazy old minster. This should be a walk in the park, I'm sure. After you, my friend.
My friend.
lead the way.
Okay.
If he died, they'd have to.
So you lead the way back to the Uni portal. You are there. I don't know what you're doing, but
Oh, I was just drinking away, getting pissed.
yeah, and
Like back into the room and give it some cheese.
yeah. So you're in your private room or in the tap room?
Oh no, I just let the rat in there so she can.
Oh yeah, the rat is hanging around.
Can have a long rest, I think. Can
Uh,
finally have a sleep.
Okay, so you're gonna.
Just that time.
Yeah, we were gonna stay in the same room, or.
Well, when Arian gets back, probably once he gets back,
Yeah.
and we introduce ourselves to Joromir. What's his name?
Jalister. Jalister.
Manfredo.
Jalister looks like this.
Hope you haven't foreshadowed anything.
Oh, dear.
Doesn't look very heroic.
He doesn't even have a silver mane. I thought he was going to be like long silver
He
hair.
has it's interesting because he has
It's not very stereotypical, is he?
he has this weird kind of like melancholic look and in his eyes the kind of look of someone totally devoted to duty and service and loyalty, but at the same time not happy.
Is it because his sister's well powerful and he's just is a sad man? I presume it's his sister. Oriel. Oh, it's Silver Hand, isn't it? Yeah, they're different people.
The cousins.
All the cousins just a different body parts.
You look
Some
really
silver
unhappy. You look really unhappy.
Oh yeah, you're Silver
yeah.
Moon. So you're one of their cousins as well.
Yeah.
And you've
Yeah.
got a silver
Space
blood.
cousin.
You alright?
It's not there yet.
My name is Jalister.
Okay.
Yeah, he just introduced you, but nice to meet you.
Are you always this blunt with your new acquaintances?
No, sorry, but you just, I mean, everyone, I know why these people are looking unhappy. We've had a long day. But I was just, I was worried, are you okay?
I am perfectly okay and ready for what we need to do.
Okay, good to know. Good to have you on the team.
You have to
Thank
forgive
you.
us. It's a procession of new faces, and frankly, we're all just itching for it to be over.
It is certainly an interesting group. Arian, of course, the only one I would know, but personally, but I know that you have Yagra from Zentrim here, and
Patch.
Joromir.
now, what's your real name? Because he
Sorry,
knows
over
it.
my face.
What's your real name?
Adams.
Hooray.
Horay. And of course, Horay, champion of Waterdeep.
Oh.
Alright.
But there's no need for saying things like that.
He was a bit, he is a bit
Alright.
grumpy, man.
Do I know him?
You would, yes, you would. Jalister is also a hero of Waterdeep from all the series of events that culminated in, well, when several masked lords were being killed a few years ago. And he essentially worked as an agent of Laeral Silverhand, led by a mysterious figure that everyone thinks is just a myth. Apparently, as Elminster himself was, the sage of. What was it? Sage of. Well, he has a son. And this guy was involved in essentially putting a stop to that plot, along with other people. Another person that worked with him, a guy called Farrell Dunblade, that you know that tragically died at the end of the series of events, and this affected Jalister a lot.
Has he got a Shield of the City badge?
He does have a badge of the Sea Watch, yes.
Is he
has.
wearing it?
Well, no, because he wouldn't be wearing it openly. But you know that he would have it. He is a hero of Waterdeep.
Got a fellow hero on the team. Where's your badge these days?
Oh, well, surely we're not bringing those things in the open with what we're doing tonight.
Hang on a minute, we got 2 heroes of Waterdeep and they're the most miserable people in the party. Are we sure we want to join their ranks?
That's what happens when you get a badge.
You are the opposite of someone else we knew, I swear.
And then, of course, amongst these prestigious figures, some interesting unknowns that are quickly becoming the new heroes of Waterdeep, if I am to believe everything
No,
I
no.
heard.
Yeah, Niall was the hero of Waterdeep.
I was indeed the hero.
Oh yeah, he gave his life. But you know, I don't think anyone will ever try and match up to what he tried to do. If anyone tried, they
Not
just,
us. Not
they will
us.
just. He probably whatever hero stuff had been done before, it was like way above that. So if they came in and they were like, I did some hero stuff, like say fighting a dragon, it probably wouldn't really compare.
Well, by the sounds of it, had he survived, he'd be miserable now. So he did the right thing.
Yeah, it's probably better dying before you get a badge, to be honest.
Oh, he already had a badge.
He had a badge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he
would have
really
loved to have shown
loved that
you.
badge, yeah.
Oh,
Why
well.
did you show it to him?
I once saw him kissing it in the morning. He hadn't even put a shirt on. He was just.
I saw him doing other things to it. Yeah.
No, it looked well. I can show. It looked a little bit like a face with a mustache, and I think he thought it was his own face.
He was one time he was in the bath with it. And he was like using like a little shit like say that I don't know. It was
Yeah,
weird
he was
stuff.
putting the pin up in. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Too far.
I mean, he did have cure wounds, but that's.
No,
Interesting fella.
Yeah. He only had 9 toes though. That's what I heard the stories were.
9 toes.
Yeah.
That's a bit
And
weird.
he never shot himself.
no, he did shit himself. He shit himself quite frequently.
Anyways, welcome to the team.
Thank you, I guess.
Yeah, we would have had panther protection, but we're not allowed that in the city apparently. So
Just out of interest to understand quite where you might fit in tonight's operations, we've got, you know, he turned up today quite clearly a solid brick wall of a man, but you are somewhat more unassuming in your.
After what happened with
Presentation.
Manchun and Narwithin, the Open Lord is now taking this threat and these events. She wants to take a more direct approach. Obviously, with Narwithin dead, the Black Staff doesn't have eyes in the team anymore. And even though Mert, which is of the if the most loyal to Laryl, has placed Arion with this team, she intends to have her own eyes and hands.
So you're a bit like a babysitter.
I am to ensure that this whole ends up in a good outcome for the city, and if you end up facing a threat such as the one you face with Manchun, Laryl has done at least something in order to help you out.
So we have a lot of. Sorry.
Consider me a replacement for Niall.
I don't, but very well.
That's exactly what I did say when I joined. Went down a bit better than that.
So, in terms of skills, what Niall, you know, might not have been particularly accurate, but he was very zealous in his actions. So, what, you're a cleric as well?
No, I'm a fighter.
Oh, was not much of a replacement then.
I'm not talking about the skill set, rather what we represent.
Yeah, alright, well, a bit of backup's never too bad. And if you've vouched for Marion, then
I know the stories. He's a good man.
well, here's
Do you trust these?
I trust what these people have accomplished.
Yeah, that's all we need
I'm
to
not
say.
the kind of person that judge motive and intention, but rather outcome. And whatever the original motives for such a strange group might have been, so far you have been nothing but good to the city. You brought down Manchun, or at least helped in that endeavor. You uncovered what the Castellantes were up to. you are always involved where the situation was getting connected to this whole thing that has been gripping this place for such a long time, since the first rumors came about and the war between the Santorin and the Xanatar started. So whatever your motives are, and I know that there's money and other interests involved at the end of it, I don't care. I am here to ensure that the will of the Open Lord is done and the city is protected. This is the kind of work I'm always doing. I'm not going to judge either your intentions or your ambitions.
I'm just going to whisper to Keth. So I presume it's not just silent because we're in a bar, like a bar. And I might look at this. It sounds like we've got someone watching our eyes now we're close to the finish line. Sorry, watching our hands now that we're close to the finish line.
We got Alone, Blackstaff, Matt,
Everyone just wants a piece of the
Druids, Jay.
What are you guys whispering about?
pie. Favourite types of wine? Mine's a
I like a deep
big
red.
glass.
Yeah.
I
was going to say the same
He
thing.
loves small wine.
I would know
Right.
many
Oh,
types of wine.
Oh, you want to say a real wine?
Yeah, go on.
I
Give me
think
a
we did
real.
inside check because you pointed at each person. There's him. What are they talking about? Are they talking about us? He's pointing at me.
Aryan and Druid. Can't remember his name.
I mean,
Everyone's in the game now.
Except me. I'm the only one that's unaffiliated with
do
anyone.
you want to mention a good wine?
Yeah, give us a good wine.
Okay.
You, my friend.
so-
Rand, the Thieves Guild. That's
You know that one of the most expensive wines there is. It's a local wine called Waterdavian Fields Finest. He's writing it down. You can hold it up.
My favourite wine's a big glass of Waterdavian Fields Finest.
Oh, we should get some then. Bonnie, hello. Do you have any
Jonathan looks at you. Expensive taste.
How much is Waterdavian Fields
Finest.
Finest?
You want a bottle?
Well, how much is a bottle?
I mean, we usually sell it by the glass.
How much is the bottle?
It's 20 gold, 20 dragons.
You can do it.
Yeah, we'll have one of them. 2 bottles, please.
Can you get this?
It's all your money,
I mean, if you think it's wise. So, the gold at the end of this that you want is not going to last long, if that's your taste.
Turn back to you. That's the best.
Jalister kind of like raises. I mean, and you would know this wine as well. It's made by the guilds of Vinters, and it's like the top level.
Just one of them, then.
And
There's like 7 of us on
two bottles.
Yeah.
So Jalister kind of like raises his eyebrows and looks at you, Arion. Well,
Hey, this might
I'm
be our
not
last.
gonna reject a glass of Waterdavian Fields Finest, of course. And Bonnie comes with the 2 bottles. So, what's the occasion? And she starts pouring glasses.
To the saviour of Waterdeep and to Niall.
I think we should toast to Penny Starface.
I don't know who that is.
They got
Just the Fireball lady.
Did you say that quite loudly? Because I want to just look around the room, see if anyone's like, I know that name. Is there any response? Like,
There are no response in the room that you can tell about.
Who is it that runs the bar?
Dernan.
Dernan.
And is he part of the Zentrum?
No.
Oh, god damn it.
He
This is
was,
so confusing.
but he was a Doom
Raider.
yeah, was he a Doom Raider?
Dabble.
He went down into Under Mountain like a
yeah.
million years ago with Mert and
That's how
had nothing to do with it.
Oh, the darn.
How about
He's like long lived and has an internal mystery history.
mystery? To the end of a long road.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You know.
Yara lifts her glass, Jalister as well. Interesting bunch indeed.
How have we been gonna name ourselves? I mean, now that we're bringing people in, we don't even have a name.
I mean, no one seemed to like the Black Antlers.
Oh, it's fine with the Black Antlers. I didn't like. What was your shit one at the start? The potato gang or something.
Oh yeah, the potato gang. Should we call ourselves the Panther Protection Service?
I like Panther Protection, yes. Who, all in favour?
How about
Sounds a bit official. But you know, it is your guy, so.
what about something in memory of Niall? He would like that. The Winter Gardens. No, it's
Tight
confusing.
shit.
I mean, he was. He never paid for anything, did he? That tight shit.
No.
What did he like?
What was his thing?
Cleaning.
Soap.
The crisp nipples.
They like lightning and thunder.
What happened to that?
Thunderlings.
Oh, with that stone that you had.
Thundercats.
Oh no.
The moonstone he had, that wouldn't have been destroyed, would it?
No, it wasn't destroyed.
So we would have got that.
Yeah, you got that.
Nice.
I got to his parents.
Well, the moonstone.
Give everything to his parents.
Ah, shit. Lucky parents.
Well, the storm boomerang.
Well, I assume, but I mean...
Not the boomerang, I took.
You got the boomerang, so you gave them, and you got the cloak. So you gave them the plate armor
And the ashes.
and the ashes and the moonstone.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what it was.
You gave them like they're fucking loaded now.
Niall didn't know what it was.
They lost their son. They need, you know...
Huh?
Niall didn't know what that stone was.
No.
What's that cream he had? He
I know
used
what
all
a
the time.
moonstone is.
Oh, the Annihilator.
The Annihilators.
You know, there's,
I did. It's a bit big-headed, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
I mean, he died.
The anal.
well, you can do this all night, but we've already run out of wine, so...
Jonathan's kind of looking at you all and looking at Arian and smiling like, what the fuck's going on here? But it's interesting. You're choosing your group name after you've been so successful all this time.
The
We
lucky
tend to
bastards.
improvise. The wingers.
The wingers, yes.
The wing nuts.
The
Wing
wing
nuts.
nuts.
Wing notes.
Hmm.
I like it.
The
Wingdings.
Snow. Because we clean the city.
Snow problem.
Something good.
I meant to
Ain't
ask as
snow
well.
thing.
Snow Patrol.
So your plan is to get
The
Hore here. Do you mind if I call you Hore?
No, I do. It's patch now.
Why do you not like Hore?
That's a past life.
So you've had 2 lives. Were you reincarnated?
No.
Did a druid bring you back to life?
Oh. Sir Horay. I didn't know that
It's
you didn't.
patch. Just call me patch, please.
What do you do when you're done with Hore?
No. No.
I'll just smile and take a drink. Take a drink of wine.
What about?
Are you giving up your knightly title?
Still use it.
I'm not sure you meant to, but it was great.
What do I get with it? What's the kind of bonuses I get with it?
No, you're a Sir
Yeah.
Horay.
Yeah.
I've ruined your character, Jordan, I'm sorry.
That's why I'm called Patch now.
They laugh.
You came up with your own name, you pronounce it out loud, and then you say, I need another name. But instead of changing that one, say, no, I'm going to keep that one, but also... Okay.
Hooray.
Anyway,
Hooray. Hooray, Fritz.
so you're going to go down and
What do you
fight.
do when you've knighted Hore?
You're going to go down and fight these gladiators. Does anyone know, like, do they generally tend to use, like, poisons and stuff?
Wait, what do you mean fight?
I don't think the plan was to actually have me fight on.
Yeah, no.
Are you fighting in Xanatos Arena?
Well, we've signed him up, but the plan is basically to put him out of there before the fights commence. It's just an easy way to get us all down there.
Look, they're gonna
Yeah,
be,
it could work.
if I'm missing her, you know, they're gonna be looking for you.
So wait, are you gonna be fighting in the arena?
No.
No.
Not, you're not gonna reach that point. You wanna, okay.
Why? What do you think? Do we think we have a chance? I haven't been to the games in a long time.
I mean, Sir Jorge is of course.
This patch, please.
He's of course.
Hold him in.
He managed to rally the people of the field world where they were being slaughtered by a dragon on foot and killed the dragon. I'm pretty sure he won't have any issues with whatever the Thanatos have been slaving away.
Well, we heard that a lot of them come up drunk anyway, so you know you might.
But yeah, does anyone know if they use poison weapons if they do have to go and fight?
I mean, I don't think we should get Sir Hori.
Well, surely
Involved
if
in
we
it.
go
I'm
in,
not sure if I should be taking offence now.
if we go in, if we go in and then we don't fight and then disappear and they notice the thing.
Well, there's a fight going on first, so if we can request that he's in the second fight.
But what I'm trying to say is, if they notice something's missing and then we're not there, it's like, oh, the people that we're supposed to fight next. Whereas if we hang around still, then they would be less suspicious of us.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make the move at some
Because
point
no
in
one's
time.
going to be stupid enough to steal something and hang around in the area, are they?
No.
So that's exactly what we should do.
Well, yeah, perhaps, but
Do the stupid thing. That's the new tactic. Winging it. Do the stupid thing.
out of interest, can you turn into a fish?
Yes.
Goldfish.
Yes.
Might have an
Never
idea.
done it, but I'm pretty sure I could do it.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Look, you
Well,
guys,
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys just need time, right, when you're in there.
Yeah, but we're not.
So
Like
it
you
might.
say, I don't want to lead you to your death.
I know, but if I'm not fighting, then everyone's going to be looking.
My question was, if you were going to go and fight, and if they use poison weapons, then I have ways to help you a little bit more resistant to that. I can put some natural magic inside you. Don't ask how. You don't want to know. But I suppose with your previous name, maybe you do kind of know things like that. And then maybe if you do have to fight and you do use poison weapons, you got a little bit of an edge there. But
I can teach you how to spell my name if it helps the giggles.
Is it like this?
Can you protect Sir
It's
Hori
close.
against disease?
AI.
here's the what?
Disease.
Disease. Don't think I got disease.
A bit like Horatio.
That sounds more like a cleric thing. I think.
And just to be clear, you're not a cleric.
I'm afraid I'm not.
Well, we should hold auditions.
Ooh, but interesting thing is, if you wanted, I could make him look dead.
No.
That's helpful.
Well, it's a good way of us getting out of it. Maybe he's like, oh, I had a heart attack, and then he looks dead, and we're like, we have to take him, sorry. Cue the exit
I
strategy.
think you might need a replacement.
Would I remember if there's any like protection to stop people in the audience basically interfering with magic?
I mean, there is your memory is fuzzy, but you would know that there is a lot of security around the arena, and there are no. So here's one thing that you would remember for sure. The situation with the Xanata is interesting because even though it's terribly paranoid, as beholders are, and the Xanata is particularly crazy, at the same time, he's perfectly aware that it would be incredibly foolish to try something deep within his lair. So there are no like specific protections in place like Manchun would have in the inner sanctum. Those kind of things is not the Xanata style. Like, oh, I'm gonna protect and do like this magic barrier or this like magic detection system or whatever. He's more like a ringleader that is so. Like, I mean, it's impossible for you to get to me. But he's at the same time incredibly paranoid, and you do know that he has a scrying sensor network within the lair. And there is something. I'm gonna say this. There is something like a super fuzzy memory about 5 dwarves and a runic circle that had to do with how the Xanatar keeps tabs on what's going on.
What about, I mean, I don't want to throw a spanner in the works here, but I mean, we already have a reason to be there now. We are a budget and we got our champion. But what if instead of going through the main door and then having to deal with then getting our champion out of there, what about if we just go through the sewer and then if we had stopped, if anyone asks any questions, we just say, well, we're taking our champion to the pens.
I think it'll alert Kelm if we don't now turn up.
Yeah, but if we go early, instead of going at 11, if we go there at 10, then 30. Don't know.
I mean, he's expecting to lead us down through that building. I don't mind, we don't want to arouse suspicion before.
Yeah, it's just one way or another we're going to arouse suspicion. I mean, Ganhor is right. If we do take him out of the pens, sooner or later someone's going to come asking, where is it?
Yeah, but
Where's it gone?
that gives us at least however long that is to,
Meander.
well, yeah, to operate.
Wait a second, we have to put him in a pen.
Well, he's going to be in like a bloodworks kind of,
Prison.
Okay. So, yeah, that's going to be quite difficult then.
waiting room. Well, there's ways we can get around there.
Have you guys got anything you can communicate with each other if you're not with each other? I don't know if you've been using.
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Place is big.
What did you have in mind?
I mean, people are going to get separated. I'm probably going to be separated from you. And if you need something, I can distract the whole crowd in ways.
You're going to get naked.
Are you not entertained?
But if I can't get a message, then I just do what I'm there to do. And just stay alive.
Erin, how known are you throughout the city? Are you relatively low key despite your connections?
I mean, I'm known by certain entities, but generally not well known.
There's a lot of noble goers to these kind of things, nobles with illicit pursuits. I just wondered, obviously you've done a good job disguising yourself now, I just wondered if that's something you might need to maintain. Or whether you're comfortable being recognised. Sorry to
Well, I have a name within 3 houses. 2 of them, ones are definitely on our side, but Larrel's. Besides that, it's the can't remember the name.
Gasolanter.
Yes.
twist. Put 'em up.
Yes. House Thongalia. Don't know if you'd expect to see them down there or not. Not one of the large houses.
Shall I make a history roll?
Yeah, what was that?
Thongalia?
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a natural 1, so I laugh at the name.
Yeah, yeah.
Thangalier.
Thongalier. Must be a bunch of small people.
I can't say that I have heard of that house, to be fair.
You highly doubt that that's the guy. Unless, of course, I mean, every house has younger black sheep.
I've got history. Black sheep.
He might know about them, although he'd hate them.
Because they love dragons. Dragon worshippers.
I got history.
Oh god, is that true?
They were breeders.
I think there's like
13.
bloodline or something in there.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was a dragon blood sorcerer.
They were. No, but they were horse breeders, no? Or
Well,
they
the
were
same
either
dragon.
horse breeder or
One.
griffon breeders.
Probably the horse.
The
And
horse.
they fed their horses to
damn.
dragons.
So I was about to say, that's where I got 6 from.
Yeah, they were. I think they're a family of horse breeders that.
Oh, Not a big fan of
Bunch of
horses.
horse breeders.
You don't, yeah.
Yeah, they ain't got wings.
You know, yeah. That you know that they
Thanks,
would
sister.
provide the army but mostly it was merchant horses, like for carts and like lugging things around.
Like drafties.
They did lots of printing and calligraphy and stuff.
Exciting.
Yeah, printing and calligraphy.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think you'll find them down there. It's not their kind of place.
No, I imagine not.
Oh, look at the time.
well, just to make sure you're comfortable in case you bump into anyone you know is all.
Well, if anyone wants to look different, I have supplies. I'll just do that. So.
That's fine. They won't be looking for me down there.
How long does this tattoo last, actually? Point to the snake tattoo.
I've sweated off by now.
So how do you guys normally come up with a decision? Or was it always Niall who has the final say, or is there some kind of
Not really
honest,
final say, he's just stubborn.
some
Yeah.
kind of tally, or
Actually, he usually just went, let's wing it, and then.
But we would talk things through, try and think if there is any logical solution, and at some point we would give up and then just wait.
Which is basically what I think we're going to do today.
But we should have an idea as if we're in this place where we actually want to head.
Yeah,
We have an idea of where the thing we're looking for is going to be.
Well, so who's going to have it? Is it Xanatar has it, or is it the Mindflow guy?
Well, I think it's probably going to be in a safe somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's probably gonna be down that hole
Oh, yeah.
where the, well, either that one over there or the one where the Xanatar goes, or either where the Xanatar just sleeps and dreams of geysers and whatnot. So either that one over there, or that one, or the geyser place. That'd be my guess.
Seems reasonable.
So if Xanatar is going to be, assuming that we are undetected, which obviously we're not going to be, but assuming we were, what should be our target?
I know this is unrelated to all things, but Kobe Bryant died.
Yeah, in an accident, a helicopter accident. Yeah.
That's mad. What? Kobe Bryant?
Oh, yeah, really.
Yeah, in a crash, apparently.
As a basketball
Yeah.
player.
One of the
Yeah.
best ever.
and that's the weave news
Yeah.
flash.
Yeah. I mean, all of those places are dangerous. I think if
We can make an attempt at there if the gladiatorial games would be taking place in there, correct?
no,
Yep.
Victoria.
Okay, so to find
That's
our way
the-
there shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, my only concern with that place is that it's close to the lieutenant quarters, so they should have access to it. But then again, we probably cannot even move that stone.
That's probably true.
I mean,
Or is it blocked the whole
it
hallway?
looks strong, but I don't think you can do it.
Do we know if that blocks the whole hallway, or is it just like blocked part
No,
of it?
no, no.
Just a plug.
It's a plug in the
It's
hole in the
a
ground.
stone plug.
Okay.
You're not meant to move, but you probably cannot move either because it's
There are no
heavy.
handles, no nothing. You need telekinesis. Telekinesis.
Does someone just happen to have?
Yeah.
That does not work on. Does that just people one?
What? It's
Oh,
level 5 spell.
The levitation you've
But
got.
if it's 500 pounds, you can do it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually.
But 500 pounds isn't that
250
much in terms of
kilos.
giant pieces of stone.
Yeah.
No.
It's like 2 Terry Cruises.
So what?
I
2 Terry
can-
Cruises.
I actually can lift 840 pounds.
Huh?
I can lift 840 pounds. I tested it once.
How so?
What?
How did you test it?
I got a thing that was £1 and I lifted 840 of them.
Oh, okay.
You need a handle.
Make them with fists.
Well, let's just assume we're not gonna be able to lift that stone.
Well, if we want to try, then we could take pythons, create our own handles as a backup solution. Hammer them in, lift all of us together.
How are you gonna hand them in if there's no gap between the stone and the stone?
Also, if it's magical, you might not be able to do it. And it'll make a lot of noise.
Stone.
Unless I'm able to elevate it from the ground, but I doubt I'll be able to. It's probably too heavy.
I'm sure you guys are going to be fine. You just need.
It's just, I mean, if you just flush against the stone, it's just probably.
If it's flash.
You just need enough time, and you'll figure it out. You thought about putting 2 of us in there, 2 different groups.
Oh, so one of them sort of like.
Well, I'll be in one group and someone else be in another group, and we'll have a bit of control. We can easily buy more time, slow things down, speed things up.
Well, to be honest, I feel like I could take a step back from the other operation. Maybe I could be the other guy in the other group.
Yes, if your sword's out, I'm sure
You understand that unless the ruckus that is caused in other parts of the lair is a lot, and that should not be the goal in this infiltration, because there are many guild members and it will quickly become dangerous. You will be eventually forced to fight in the arena. It's not like they're gonna cancel the games because there is a distraction somewhere else. They're only gonna cancel the games if something truly terrible happens somewhere else in the land. And we don't want something truly terrible happening, so it distracts from the distraction. So essentially you have to go through with the distraction if you're participating in these games.
I've got to say, I've got to say, he's got a point. And to add to that, I got some friends on the inside that are going to cause a distraction anyway, so we don't need to double distract.
So I'll break into
You
here.
know what I mean?
So what I'm saying is, if you're confident in your abilities, and I am confident in your abilities, you will have to fight.
You're better off fighting with us than against some idiots in some gladiatorial fight.
I mean, what's going to happen if I don't show up?
If you don't show up to what you signed for, well, I mean,
Some team's going to be left one man short. What happens?
I mean, there might be, depending on how much the whoever you signed up with knows about you, there might be retaliatory problems down the line. And if you wanted to use this as a mode of entry, then it's off the cards now.
Team.
Sorry, I was at the Jakes. What I miss? We talking about all of us signing up to fight now?
No. We're just talking about what happens if we manage to get him out of the fight before the fight takes place. What will be the consequences?
Well, we know that there's 2 fights. I say that if we can make it that you're in the second one, we take you out before the first one starts. That buys us a little bit of time.
How long do these fights normally last?
I don't know, 4-man versus 4-man. No, teams of 3.
Three.
A couple more minutes maybe. There's probably clean up and a bit of a delay between. They're not going to stack the action.
Yeah.
No, exactly, and that's my point. If you're willing to do this, Sir Jorge, you should go through with this. I believe that you can provide good entertainment if you can make the Sanatar stay there and not get bored like sometimes he does and wander away. This is a very good plan, but you need to provide entertainment.
So maybe you do have a good point. Maybe I should join the other team, and then we will have a pretty good fight between the 2 of us and make it last a long time.
I mean, but
Sir Jorge, come on, let's make it last.
You guys as well. If you're going to be going and fighting, do you think, are you allowed to take potions?
we need
What do we
a
throw Genhorn in there?
we need a plan for when we eventually fight each other. No?
I'm just kind of I'm fancying having a little fight with Mr. Jorge here.
I'm just thinking if it all goes downhill, at least he can support.
If you keep using that name, I'll tell you the fight's not going to last that long. But
You see, I'm winding him up already. It's working. I'm just thinking, I want to give you guys a distraction as well whilst this all takes place. I just kind of feel like I should take a step back from this one.
Fine, let's do that. We'll speak to Cal and we'll get you in on the other team.
might be better we join the same team actually, just in case.
Let's go.
Well, but if we want to make the fight last,
Team
I
Panther
know, but we
Force.
eventually have to fight each other. And
well, but that's when we make it We fake it a little bit.
I don't think you. Is it death only? Or
I believe
can you
it is.
surrender?
Well, you just need to pull your shots back a bit, make it look like you're doing a series of intricate parries and blocks, like you're evenly matched.
It's quite hard to fake a death.
You know what? I got an ace down my sleeve. When you're ready, give the best blow you have. I'll give you a sign. Trust me on this one.
Is it this?
So hurry.
Yeah, sure, get my best blow.
You would know.
I ain't
Okay,
been nerfed yet.
Silas, you would know that a fight ends when all combatants of one team are incapacitated, killed, or disqualified.
Got it. So fine. You do that. I'll give you the sign.
How do you get disqualified?
You get disqualified if you leave the arena or you do anything. You have to stay within the confines of the arena. You can't just like jump into the stands. Oh, help me! Because you get disqualified and then killed.
Can you cast magic?
I mean,
Can you cast magic?
Yeah,
Yeah, of
otherwise
course.
a wizard is fucked.
it is. You cannot attack. You also get disqualified and killed if you attack anyone that is not in the arena. If you start like shooting at the audience or whatever. But yeah, you can cast magic. This is like there are no nice rules here. You can go gung ho.
Right, well, with that in mind, let's get a bit of a rest and then move out.
We're gonna need a little bit of money to bribe whatever the name of the guy is. So we put in different
Kel.
teams, and that we don't fight against each other in the first round.
I'm good at buying people.
No, you're not.
I'm good. I got this.
Give us the coin.
Don't worry about it.
Well, he's the one doing the talking, so I think.
I got the Ginhorn charm.
You will be quiet until we're in there, because look, I appreciate that you've been terrible at everyone we've talked to up until now.
Hey,
So-
that is very rude.
You did
No,
get
I-
a police, a watch
I got a police escort.
It's pretty good.
I did not get arrested earlier on. 2 things.
Okay, either way, let's just respect the dynamics of the situation and not blow our cover too early. That's all.
Well, I was thinking I'd go in and be a big spender and be like, hey, look at me, big spender money.
But we want to arrange the fight so we don't fight against each other on the first go.
Right.
So
But
that's
better-
more of a slight of.
I should go in and bet on you and make some money. on
At
that,
least you
and
re-
then-
No, you gotta bet on him. I'm
remember
gonna be losing.
that the audience is constantly doing like wagers, obviously.
Kind of makes me think actually. Perhaps we should get instead of him fighting me, it should be Yagra, and you should be going with them.
Yaga looks at you. Listen, of all the things I heard tonight, is Lara's man is saying that he's Sir Horsey. She pronounces it. She pronounces it wrong on purpose. I am doing it on purpose. She's Sir Horsey, champion of Waterdeep Dragon Slayer. I am not going up against him.
I was just thinking you should replace him so he can go with the rest.
Oh,
Oh, that's a problem if he's already signed up though.
Yeah, you-
yeah. I don't know. I heard things about those fights. Sometimes the Xanatar will get strange creatures in.
oh shit.
So I'm not sure I want to be in that arena.
Dragons.
No, but
Damn.
things like ogres and minotaurs.
Mold it. Okay, change of plans.
I know.
Should I come there and be a healer in like the murder? Can you do that? Are you allowed to be like a healer on the thing in case someone goes down and be like, heal them quick?
No, you have to be in the team. If you want to participate, you have to be in the fight.
Oh, you might die. Well, nice meeting you. So,
Let's
So,
just,
do you think in that case maybe I should just join your team? I mean,
yeah.
might be more sensible.
protect our investment, we could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Depends if you're better than somebody else that they give me, but I'm sure you are. As long as you've got your sword.
To be honest, Mr. Sir Hurry, I'm not so sure either.
Right, well, here you go, take this. I give you the great healing potion.
Can I have one of them potions, please?
I only had one, sorry.
Okay,
But, oh,
then.
everyone's got some more. The basic one.
Can I have
we
a-
bought some basic. What do we get?
I have regular ones.
Can I have a potion, please? I had my only
Well,
one.
I've already got one.
Actually, yeah, I have it here.
We've got one.
Hang on a second. Don't
I
we
got
have
one.
like,
Give it back.
I got
don't we
one.
have like 1 billion gold
I got
to
one.
buy some healing potions with?
I obviously
No,
spent
they're
all my
very
money
Yeah, but
doing my
you've got
inventory before. I...
Greater healing potion. There you go. So you remember you have it.
it. Alright.
Not for you. You only got a greater one.
I got a simple one.
You got what? You got the normal ones.
I got a right. Well, you just gave me a
We
right
bought.
one.
There was it 2 or 3 we bought. I can't remember.
I don't know where my normal ones cards are.
Regular healing potion.
They disappear. Oh, you
I
have.
used to have one. I drank it today. Was I was surprised. Sad, but I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna get some rest then. And then we can,
Yeah.
you know. Good night.
We assume we're going to stay in the same room for like protection. We don't want to split up. It's probably safer to watch each other's back.
I'm asleep. I'm
Okay.
asleep in the booth.
You were. You just fell asleep in the
I'll
booth.
carry you to bed.
Okay.
I'm very hip.
Should we? I'm still caught into mind. Should we be in different teams or should we be on the same one? And I look at the what's his name?
Jalster?
Jalster.
I mean, I don't know if I can advise. I would say that there's no harm in winning outright if you can be entertaining. That's the distraction, right? This is your plan. Your plan is
Yeah.
fighting in the games so another team can. Then you certainly want to win those fights, and you certainly want to make them entertaining, make them flashy. I'm sure you can come up with ways of not outright killing someone in a boring way.
How many teams was it against each other in a fight?
That's
So there are
teams in
4
total.
teams, 3 people each, 2
So it's
fights
like
essentially,
2
semi-final
fights,
and
2 fights,
final.
And the winner of those fights.
Oh, okay, so it is just one team versus one
Yeah,
team.
yeah, it's not like a free for all.
Semi-final and final. 3 fights in total.
Well, I got your back. Let's just do it.
The Field War Alliance.
I could be a bit more charismatic than this, don't worry. I still got it in me.
Very well. What are you going? So yeah, you're going to bed. Are you going to have a long rest?
So Rory, we'll give them a night to remember.
Are you setting up watches?
So I'm sitting out with Jouster, I guess, for the first bit.
Yep.
4 hours. And then,
Yeah. Okay.
Is Chancellor a half elf? See, I thought he was human.
He's human.
He doesn't need to sleep.
Oh yeah.
One thing you notice about like near to like 10 p.m. When it's almost like the end of all the watches and everyone is gonna soon be ready to leave. Melu lives.
A bunch of stuff.
Hmm?
A bunch of stuff.
A bunch of stuff. Same as previous time with parchments and books. And it's just like nods and done and just leaves.
Does it look like he's tightened up his shit? Does it look like he's tightened up his shit?
Yeah, he's staying actually. Yeah, he's doing well.
No concern of mine.
Sorry, before I go to bed, can I ask if they have behind the bar if they've got like a glass bottle with a stopper, like a glass, like a.
We drank all the wine.
No, that's not what I'm thinking. Just like a glass, like a transparent glass that would have like
Yeah.
a stopper.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I fill that with water and then just put the stop on it?
Yeah, they will give it to you. Look, you guys bought really wine to last night. There you go. Boom, cork stopper.
Before-
Expensive.
Before you go to bed as well, can I grab that gem back? I'm going to just study it tonight. I'll get it back in the morning.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not going to cast a fireball while we're asleep.
Famous
I'm
last words.
gonna, what's the word? Attune to it? You'd have to be attuned to use it. You have to be
To
attuned
put a spell, you have to be
Yeah,
attuned,
yeah.
not to use it, not to cast a spell. Okay. It's night, late at night. Everyone reconvenes in the tap room of the Yawning Portal. Waiting.
Just a quick thing going on. If I say to turn into a fish,
Right,
just turn into a goldfish, yeah?
right.
Just
I
a
don't, know
heads
I
up.
don't know the way you're looking at me with that glass of that jug of water.
No, that's long in my bag. That's long in my bag. Just got a bit of an emergency plan, just in case. Don't worry, you'll be alright.
Do you know what a goldfish looks like? You ever seen one?
Yes. There's a fish. Is it? About this
Or is it
big.
golden?
Bit
Like this big? Wow, wow.
Yeah, and
A
golden
bit,
in
bit
colour.
bigger.
Just no, the one I seen is big.
He's got big ass.
Mm.
They can grow up to this.
Actually, I'm making a nature check. You are probably the one that knows the most about fish.
I think I got 4.
What I describe it as a catfish.
9.
9. You know that a goldfish is small. That's all you know.
Yeah, they're this big.
Yeah, about that. That seems right, probably.
I mean, it must be golden if
I
it's
mean,
a golden.
if I was
About
to
the size
see
of a
one
pinky.
in real life, then I would be able to study it and be like, I could turn into that. But I can guess. I don't, I know fish.
Yeah, it's fine.
A golden-looking fish.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
He was in the
It's
name.
actually more of an orange.
An orange.
Do you know about goldfish? You have a very
Do
interesting
I?
past.
Make a nature check.
Is there a reason
Sure.
people wouldn't know what a goldfish was?
No, he has no
Well,
idea.
he is a modern pet. It's
What?
not.
What I describe as an eel.
It's not normal for like uneducated, like super
Nobody
normal
knows
people
what a
to have
goldfish
like aquariums.
They have ponds and stuff.
Would I be able to roll thinking of...
Yeah, they are. They do.
I don't know how it's going
yeah.
to help at this point in time.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
Let's
here's
just-
fine. It's a small
Yeah.
golden fish.
Oh, you know exactly what. Because
yeah,
you already
yeah, I
rolled
know
for
what-
it. You know exactly what Silver looks like.
Oh yeah, I'll describe what silver is. Okay, to you then.
Yeah, I mean,
As
it
best
just,
I can.
like my power doesn't really work like that. I have to kind of like study animals first. I think to know. But I can give it a go. See what happens. Maybe it'll be a roll for it. Who knows?
You know what? You are from the forest, so yeah, they do breed naturally in ponds. So you would have seen a goldfish before.
I actually have seen.
Now you've described it to me.
Your head. Are you sure they fix your head?
The ones you saw, the really big ones that have like the, the really big fins. The one that are kind of like
How big is that
flappy
goldfish?
and
Kind of a bit like gold.
because there are goldfish that are like
You get big ones as well.
yeah, you get but like body and tiny fins, and then there are the ones that are like that have like a very floaty, almost cloth-like fins that goes one on.
And that, yeah.
Yeah, like those ones. Those
Is
ones.
it an
That's fucking Nemo, right?
And then you get the ones with the big bug eyes, like they've got big, swollen eyes.
So.
Yeah, those are the ones you know
Turn up
about.
at the Xanathas for that.
So you would probably have
Big old fish.
oversized fins.
Get the money out. Gone.
Well, I mean, this is an interesting point.
Let's just get to the point where
This
he's in
is-
a bottle.
This is actually quite relevant. The whole situation. So
Anyway, that was the talk on the way to Kells.
Okay.
At 11 o'clock at night.
yeah, so at 11 o'clock at night,
Fish stock.
you show up.
I told the rat to go and wait for us at the sewer entrance as well.
Huh?
I told the rat the what's her
Lizzie.
name?
Lizzie.
Yeah,
Lizzie to go and wait for us at the sewer entrance.
Okay,
So,
so
like, if we want to come out that side, she can help us get out, like guide us out.
okay, so Lizzie is like, okay. Oh no, sorry, that was the other rat. Yeah, sure, I'll be there. Don't fight about me. Just keep your fire in your pockets.
Yeah.
That reminds me, give me the fire out of your pockets.
With the fire, yeah.
Oh, yeah, cousin! Chasing the rat around.
You make your way to Kelns, and there you are greeted by almost like a reception committee of people that are welcoming nobles and people from all walks of life, but mostly businessmen. So either nobles or trade kind of like people that have certain amount of access to coin. and there are about like 50, 60 people, and they're all kind of like being dined and wined, and like fed and offer snacks and drink, and it almost looked like a proper party reception. This is what it looks to the outside world, and you see people walking outside the streets and kind of like picking over. Oh, another party there, and I wasn't invited to this one. And you are greeted inside. One of them checks and sees. Wait, important. What you're wearing? Are you wearing like your usual "I am an adventurer" clothing?
Well, in my case, yes, because
I don't think I
really
even
got
cleaned
the-
mine.
Oh yeah, okay. You're gonna, and then
I probably not even cleaned mine. They're very dirty at this point.
okay. I mean, you would know that this is not ideal if he's going as a member of the audience.
Okay, yeah, I would. I will give you the shift weave to wear.
You remember, we also have that cloak with all the useful items.
Oh, I'll put the cloak with all the useful items on.
That looks mad.
That is mad, but it's the kind of
cool.
something
Yeah.
like a noble, eccentric person
Yeah.
would use in Waterdeep.
Go for it.
I do a posh voice. Hello, I am Glenhorn.
Okay. You, of course, your monk clothing and your major domo clothing is perfectly acceptable.
I've
you-
got that very fancy studded leather armor on with the Castellanta's fur
Oh,
cloak, so it
yeah.
kind of looks quite.
Yeah.
And I'll have my gun like on show as well.
Yeah. Okay.
On your belly.
And you guys. So Yara actually brings
Does she look stunning?
she brings the mace, but she has like quite fancy clothes that you would imagine that is the type of thing that she would bring as a bodyguard to a high-ranking Zentrim meeting of sorts. And Jalester is
Naked.
Huh?
Naked.
Stop.
does look. It's in a way similar to Arion, like fits in, just naturally slides into a perfect role. Even though he's wearing a chainmail, he's wearing clothes over the chainmail and his sword, he naturally looks like he belongs there. And of course, you two are the ragged adventurers. When they see you, Kel, they actually announce, "Oh, here's one of the champions that you will get to see tonight," and kind of like puts a hand on your back, a patch, and pushes you forward. Everyone makes a circle, about 50, 60 people there with canapes and drinks in their hands, and start looking at you, and you feel objectified as they all look at.
I'm gonna,
Good specimen.
I'm gonna approach him, put a hand on my shoulder, and with my other hand, I'm gonna summon my sword.
Well, wait. So, as they are doing that, one of them stops there. Wait, but who is this one?
I'm just here to protect my investment, and that's what I do. I just
Okay,
summon the
so
sword.
you go there, and as soon as you go, and not the shadow blade, but the.
No.
Okay. Okay, so you go, and the sword appears. Everyone goes, whoa! And they immediately
I
start
devour.
talking, and some money already starts exchanging hands.
I'll catch Callan's eyes and then
Mhm.
like sleight of hand 3 coins like
Yeah.
from my hand. Here's the extra for other 2. Gesture to Yagra and
Yeah.
Jalister. I got it written down. I'm like,
Jalister.
it's because I keep thinking of Jaska because of fucking The Witcher.
Well, it's only one now. 'Cause it's-
But we just a bit of a change of plan. If
No,
you
we're in the
wouldn't
same
mind.
team, I think.
Yes, I thought you were part of the management team.
Well, you know it's like when you want to protect your investments. We thought, why not make the fight a little bit more entertaining by throwing my most renowned swordsman into the mix as well, if you'll have him.
I'll make the sword disappear.
Oh!
Oh, it's really good. Yeah. Very good.
Given that you said some of them sometimes turn up a bit drunk, this one might provide a little bit more spark to.
Okay. So I'm assuming you wanna fight in the same team.
That extra 10 is for you if you can make that happen.
I think I can certainly do that. And also whispers to another person that is next, and you can almost hear like these two will be fighting together. And then they immediately starts whispering, and some more money starts exchanging hands. Oh, we have insider information that before even teams are arranged. The people are there like, oh yeah, they actually come now that you are like standing next to Niall. You are also being showed as a fetish object, and they come and actually start. They know start touching your arms and your legs. And the muscles in your like your neck and your shoulders, and they're well, oh, can you do the sword thing again?
Yeah, do the sword for you again. I start like massaging it.
As you do that, they go, oh, and they start touching.
It's a black sword. It's all like
it's
obsidian.
real. Oh my god, it's real. And there are like noble ladies and noblemen there, and they're just like fawning over your gladiatorial bodies.
Kind of like this actually. I'm gonna slice everyone's heads off. You like that?
Is anyone wearing a mask?
Some of them are wearing masks, and they're wearing the type of Venetian masks, kind of like those of Venetian carnivals.
There aren't any like spare masks just around the place. Is everyone
You get the feeling that no, the mask. Essentially, people come with their own. It's not like they have a mask
A mask
table.
merchant.
I can show you out the mask.
Have you got that?
I've got Manchu's mask.
Yeah!
Just going around.
I'm looking
Brilliant.
around, the masks. Zanathan might recognise me. I'm thinking of trying to conceal my face. Do you reckon I could get one of these masks off someone?
Oh, yeah, you got one. I got one in my bag if you want. Here you go.
Well, I'll take it.
So you put mentioning mask, and something interesting happens.
shit.
As soon as you put it, it kind of like locks in place. Magically, there's no straps, or it was literally just the piece of metal. And it goes, and remember how I described it, that it looked like when you fought Manchun and the clone, and it just locks in place there as you do that, and everyone is like, oh, very much relevant. I like you are on top. Who made it for you? Like someone comes and that's so on point with what just happened.
Well, can't reveal all my secrets, but you'll see my fighters perform tonight, and then
Oh, you are the master of this stew. Oh dear, lovely specimens.
aren't they? And I take my gun out, I'm like spinning it around. Which gun?
Where did you get this stew? Like that one looks like a griffin rider.
Well, they'll sure they'll parade them around with a story when the show starts.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be an entertaining night, I'm sure.
You want any inside information on them?
Of course, I
I'm
mean,
sure I can provide. I'll do that.
Pretty subtle.
make a skullduggery like check.
What's that? Is that
It would be like a general charisma.
yeah.
okay. 12.
With proficiency, because you will be
16.
proficient at this
16.
shit.
15.
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
15.
Goes.
Right?
Okay, yeah, 15.
So that the soul thing, the black soul thing, is that like a parlor trick, or is it like a super powerful thing?
Oh no, he's very skilled with that sword. I've seen him skewer people across the room.
So
with
this two together, they have like a good chance. I heard that they are being placed together already. This is not the kind of thing that you're supposed to know at this stage.
it. Well,
It's all a surprise, and you don't know who ends up with whom. But I heard they go together.
yeah. Well, if you've got wealthy benefactors, I'm going to nod slightly towards Arian. Then you can get your way in the fight.
The man sleeps 10 dragons.
Holy moly.
Thank you for the information.
That's
Looks at you, Arion.
bet lucky.
Hi.
Just nod.
So, how did you end up here? I know it's such a thrill to hide our secrets.
I wouldn't know what you're talking about. No deception check there.
Kind of looks at you for a moment. Do you want a drink?
No, thank you. I'm being attended to.
I'm confused. Okay. Turns around and walks away.
That's the quickest 10 dragons you met in your life.
I'm gonna buy a cigarette. Is there cigarettes? Or is there sort of-
There are like thin, very thin. Yeah.
The fighters get like a
Yeah.
like a
Yeah, you are offered. You are offered because you are fighters that are essentially not down there yet. You're coming from somewhere. You're offered 2 chairs, some plates of fruit and meats, cured meats are put in front of you. No alcohol, a pitcher of water, and you can smoke as much as you want.
I'm smoking away.
It's not a
Okay.
bad life, is it?
And then
True for everyone.
they no, it's for the fighters, and then they announce.
Just throw one back.
Yeah. And then they announced, there is suddenly another announcement and said, and here we have yet another fighter from the surface tonight.
Elegant from the surface.
From the surface, sorry. From the city tonight.
Rock.
And
Gonna be like
and you see a guy kind of like being pushed to the front by apparently what appears to be a handler. But they don't look to be too
Too happy.
about this. They appear to be some kind of like indentured servitude into fighting thing. But everyone again fawns over them, and then they are brought and they pull another chair next to where you 2 are. Everyone else is standing. All the nobles are everyone with food going around, and they sat there, and you see there. A woman, you both immediately realize just the shape of the muscles, the arms, she looks
Can you
fit.
taste the music? Sorry.
Yeah, she looks fit and
I'll say.
and quite, this is a person that has wielded weapons. It's but she has a bit of she has some scars, and she has a bit of a determined but also totally like defeated look. Like this is my life now, and probably has been for some time. And she sat there and immediately starts grabbing the bacon.
I'm gonna call Silas over.
Did you just describe 2 people, or is that the same person?
No,
It's
it's
just
one person.
Silas,
Right.
do you know if there's any way these people can earn them freedom?
I have no idea. I'd have to imagine that, they're either here to die or maybe pay off their debts, yeah, but,
I just feel a bit sad about this. I was having a good time, but seeing that woman just made me.
it's not easy. Like, I got a funny plan. Is there plates of food that the guests are all eating from?
Huh?
Are there plates of food that the guests are all eating from?
Yeah. There are people essentially walking around with trays and canapes and food and drinks. It's kind of like a wedding reception almost.
What if I sprinkled midnight tears on all this food?
Have you got midnight steers?
Yeah, that's with the Castellantis Villa.
That's not a terrible idea, but you might want to tell Genhorn about it, otherwise you're going to kill him. I mean, to be honest, listen to me. I mean, I was just thinking these slaves are not going to get out, and I was going to ask you, as smart men, maybe you can come up with a plan later on. But if that's your plan, I can definitely have a word with them, make sure they don't touch the food.
I do the trick. Everyone in there. Well, I know how it works with midnight tears, so.
So you need a certain amount in order. I mean, you can poison a glass or a pitcher of maybe wine, but if you wanna poison like a huge amount, like the big cask where they're getting everything from,
I've got 4.
you would need a lot.
I've got 4 things of it.
4. That would you imagine that would be enough for about 12 to 15 people.
Well, I mean,
But if you dilute it, what will happen is it would, with less potency, affect more.
But I know it would kick in like within a couple of hours after.
It will
doing
kick in quite soon. And based on the potency, with these people are mostly nobles, untrained nobles. Like, it's Midnight Terrors does a lot of damage, so you can probably dilute it quite a lot and still kill everyone.
So how about I mean, I don't know any of this information, but I will ask you. So how does that work?
If I slipped it into the, say, the main casks of ale or wine, and then it'd probably make it a little bit weaker, maybe, but still enough to do some serious damage here.
Well, that's gonna ruin the whole night, though. What if you just?
You have seen, by the way, you have seen faces that you've recognized from different families here, and that you had never thought of them as particularly good or evil. This is just nobles, like doing what nobles do.
What if you wait till the final fight, when everyone's like already under caps and they're all excited, and you just find a cask that everyone's drinking from, and that's when you strike?
Yeah, I guess keep it in mind.
Yeah, I mean, as an option. I mean, I just want to. I mean, you know my past. I've been in an indentured servant before, so the sound is not going to be as fun to fight these people.
Well,
If we could help them somehow, it would be nice.
Because these people aren't still like grabbing his muscles and like.
No, because
You know my past.
everyone is kind of around you, like, oh, they're conspiring to kill us. This is so cool.
Sounds like a fight.
I'm a real noble.
No, you essentially you were given a bit of a more retired area with 3 chairs. The woman is there eating, stuffing her face with food and just scowling at everyone. And yeah, I mean, you can approach because you're one of the managers.
So just to clarify, we're not in this area at the moment, are we?
No,
Like,
no,
No, you're in this
Yeah.
house in the
It's at the
in the
castle
castle ward, which is pretty nice.
Kath.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I don't want to kill that one.
Yeah, me neither.
She doesn't want to be. You know what? We need to, just knock him out.
I was thinking just that the ones that are like kind of friendly and nice, we'll just basically
White is on the cape.
hit them in the head, you know, just like
Why?
bam.
If we do them a
Look
favour
up
now,
robe of useful
But it's
items.
got list of like stuff you can add as well.
they look pretty unhappy. I'm sure they'll
Oh,
give us a favour.
But we all the other ones. We go to town with them.
Okay, send it to Discord.
Anyone who looks like they're enjoying themselves too much.
We go to town on them. And all the other ones that look a little bit shitty, like, well, you know, whatever we are, we don't want to be here. We just spare them.
Yep. Good plan. I'll put the lit end of the cigarette straight into my arm.
I put the end of my cigarette in his arm.
Well, you know, you can't.
She
tell.
actually, when you do that, she's eating like a piece of bacon, like looks up and see you both doing that. She kind of like smiles and just shakes her head and keeps eating.
I'll offer her a cigarette actually, or whatever we call them in a
Yes.
D&D.
Spliff.
Spliff. What a spliff.
She actually grabs it
I mean, you
and
could use my
sets
arm
it
as an
against.
ashtray.
So there is a little pedestal with a metal bowl, and there are some coals there.
Brazier.
Yeah, brazier, little brazier. She puts it there until it kind of like lights up on fire. Sucks for it. You know that this doesn't change anything. Either you die tonight or I die tonight. Can we move on?
It's just a spliff. Calm down.
What's your name?
Lara.
Have you met your team yet?
There are no teams until the fight.
So no. Could be on our team.
We work together. You die or I die. Makes this no difference. You may kill me tonight. I may kill you tonight. I'm just gonna eat some fucking bacon.
Oh, cool.
Enjoy the bacon whilst you can, Laura. But if we get the chance, we'll spare you.
I ain't gonna kill you. You're a sorry sight.
Good luck.
I'll come back to that.
Yeah, well,
And
maybe we should kill her.
I like her.
It's
I like
nine.
her graph style.
it's 9. I don't think we're gonna.
Oh, we're not
We're
gonna
gonna
kill
get-
Senator tonight. Ah, damn.
I don't think. No, I don't think we're gonna get to an important point tonight. So unfortunately,
Yeah, no,
this
it's
is
fine.
where you're.
That's why I put
I mean,
myself
you
out of the
did set
picture.
Keth up for like.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, you set Lucas up to potentially kill you, but that's fine.
No,
You need to tell them.
someone will have to play Keth. I'm not playing Keth.
You need to tell them what the signal is. So
Oh,
that they,
okay.
I don't know what the signal is.
Well, the signal no longer matters because we're not in different teams and now in the same team.
Okay.
So
But yeah,
the signal, that was more like if
it
we were
is. I think this is not only because it's 9, but it's also a good moment to stop because it's before we start this whole thing.
Heal.
It's gonna be an
Okay.
interesting session.
Where will we be next Sunday?
Hmm?
Where will we be next
In
Sunday?
about a month time, the 1st of March.
No, where will you be next week? Where will you?
Oh, Granada.
Okay.
We'll cancel it.
Okay.
We could fly out there.
Like every Sunday.
Sure, yeah. Sounds great. I mean, when
You know what?
when I'm properly set up
Actually,
there, I want you guys to come.
You know
but-
what? You could, because when you were traveling, it was impossible.
Mm.
But now, we could definitely set up an iPad there, or
if you want to, for sure. I just don't want you guys to have a lesser experience because of that. So if you do that, I'll probably be mostly shut up during the whole session.
it's a bit
and then
annoying
maybe-
because of the delays and whatnot. But it is something you have to deal with more than everyone else.
If you want to do that, I'm happy with that. I'll probably be quiet for most of the session.
I'm thinking maybe not for every session, but maybe for next one, just because of
Okay.
how you set up Kev
Cool.
right now.
I
So
mean-
maybe we say we'll figure it
Alright.
out, but we'll put like an iPad, whatever. I mean, you can. It is difficult if you watch the stream because the stream is already on a delay. So it is super complicated if you watch the stream to know what's happening, and replying to that with the
Okay.
mic because
But if it is, well, anyway, let's just finish.
I think
this.
it is
Let's just
better
stop
to
streaming.
delay.
We don't need to. Everyone else.
no, it is a good.
Well, we were
it's a
trying to
good
co-
debate.
When we're trying to coordinate a fight, and I'm like, right, I'm gonna do this and then do that, and then just as I finish doing it, cancel.
No!
No, he's talking casually because he doesn't know it's happened yet. No, you shouldn't do that because I've got this remembered.
Well, I mean, if it is on Discord, actually.
If it is on Discord, I think we should do it for next one because Keith has a relevant role as opposed to just.
I'm
you
also
know.
happy for one of you guys to control me, but I'm also happy to be involved. Whatever.
Would you be happy if Tom controlled it?
Someone. I mean, Tom, I trust him. Genhard, I don't trust.
Yeah.
The thing is, Tom and Genhard
Tom has
blend together
a
sometimes.
great meta knowledge of the game.
Yeah.
Genhor, on the other hand, he's a loose cannon.
Anyway, we can talk about this.
Yeah, we'll see.
Alright.